Hi, this is Teacher Domini here, and I'm going to teach you a very simple cook Play-Doh recipe. You do have to boil water. I'm going to use my electric tea kettle here, and these are all the things that you need. Here's a quick shot of the recipe. You'll need flour, salt. You're going to need cream of tartar, vegetable oil, or any type of oil is fine. Boiling water, and then Kool-Aid. So this is one of my favorites. It comes out smelling really nice. It keeps for a long time in a sealed container, and it's just a great, quick, easy Play-Doh that kids can often help make. So what you want to do first is measure out your 2 cups of flour. I started with one here, and I'm going to add the second cup of flour in there. Want to measure out 1 cup of salt. And you pour that in there and get that stirring. Then you're going to want to measure out 4 teaspoons of cream of tartar. I buy mine in bulk because I make a lot of Play-Doh. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this isn't a recipe that you need to get out your knife and make sure it's perfect. It's an 4-ish teaspoons of cream of tartar works. You want to stir those things together nice, and then actually go ahead and add your 2 tablespoons of oil. 1 and 2. You want to mix that together really well. So what it's going to end up looking like is you're going to see some lumps of oil, and that's just fine. Just mix those dry ingredients together, and then they'll have that lumpy oil. The Kool-Aid comes in lots of different colors, blue, yellow, green, purple, orange, red, all kinds of different colors and scents, which are a lot of fun. And this is Play-Doh that's safe to be used with younger kiddos as well, because all the ingredients in it are edible. Just the longer you play with it, the more germs are in it. So I try to be cautious there, but it is all completely edible. So that's wonderful. You can use it for kids that are learning not to put things in their mouth. You can use a hot pot like I'm using here, an electric tea kettle, or you could use a microwave to boil your water, or a stovetop. You just want to end up with boiling water. And that's important for dissolving the Kool-Aid. Okay, my water is boiling, so I want to go ahead and measure out 2 cups of the boiling water here. And then I like to go with as least amount of dishes as possible, so go ahead and use the same spoon. Pour in your Kool-Aid and use the same spoon to give it a quick stir. You want to dissolve that Kool-Aid as much as possible, but still wanting the water to be hot as you dump it in. So go ahead and dump in that Kool-Aid. And what I do is I stir it and try to get it, it's going to get harder and harder to stir as it sets up. So kind of be quick about getting these ingredients stirred together, and just as soon as you can touch it, of course being careful not to burn your hands, but as soon as it's touchable, you want to knead the Play-Doh on the counter. See that there's still some of those lumps from the oil, and that's perfectly fine. When you knead it, those will come out and work into the dough. And you can see it's also starting to form kind of a ball in there. It's getting pretty, it's still pretty sticky, but this is about the time I just go ahead and dump it out onto a cutting board if you're worried about staining your countertop, or just right out on your counter. All right, it's still warm, but at this point I would let my kiddos start playing with it. And this is just the how to make the dough. Be checking back for more videos on what you can do with it once it's made. There are lots of fun things to do with Play-Doh and preschoolers. So check back for all those fun activities. Lots of fine motor practice and pre-writing skills. Great things to do with Play-Doh strengthening, hand strengthening. So check back. Thanks a lot.